then just add on some cargo platforms just to make sure that we have everything we need. No, this always keeps happening to me. And there we go, cargo platform. Oh my god, I did it again, guys. I did it again. Alright guys, hello and welcome back to the Transport Fever 2 campaign with me, Spacefish. As you guys know, we got done with Scotland in the last episode, so it's time for us to move on. Let's see where to.
Coast of Mexico at the close of the 19th century. An unassuming spot with an auspicious name, Topolobampo, with a climate milder than anywhere else. Plains as fertile as the Garden of Eden, and in the mountains, untold riches. The perfect place to make a utopia come true. A life of freedom and equality for all.
Alright, sounds great. So, we are seemingly going to Mexico. Topolobampo, apparently. And let's get going. I'll see you guys right after the loading screen. Alright guys, and welcome back from the loading screen.
You have just bought a patch of land from the Mexican government. Here, your vision is supposed to become a reality. A free and fair society. Together with a few like-minded people, you are going to build the city of the future in Topolobampo. It shouldn't be all that difficult, since you've already built several railway lines successfully. Welcome to the City of Dreams. You set out to come here in order to establish a society where no one has to suffer hardship. Everything will belong to everyone and be available in abundance. Large numbers of men and women want to join you, permission to build their dwellings precisely according to their ideas. Start off by obtaining the necessary material.
Alright.
Raw materials can be found in the surrounding area. All you need to do is get them into town.
Okay, so welcome to Mexico. We are firstly apparently going to be transporting 30 logs to Topolobampo. Which should be pretty easy. Question being, we don't really know. There's no real task as to how we're going to do this, so I think we are literally just going to do some railroad action right here. Let's just build a terminus over here and turn things. I've got to say, guys, I'm always jumping back and forth between games, and like the different methods of turning things always are like super confusing. Like I go from one game to another and suddenly I turn something totally with different buttons, and it's just a lot of getting used to over and over again. But here we go. That's that. We can sort of probably just plunk down a terminus over here too. Maybe I think I'm just going to remove a building or two for that, just to make sure that we already reach as much of the city as possible with it. I'm just going to place it like right in the middle here, so we kind of have the opportunity to expand it to both sides pretty much. And well, that should be that. Now we're just going to connect this stuff just like that. Then we will also just need a quick train depot. Just like, you know, like this. There we go. And we will need a train. Which, oh, this is interesting. So as we are in America, there's actually different trains. I like it. I love it, actually. I really love it. Look at this one. It's so fast, actually. It's actually incredible. I think we will definitely have to eventually get ourselves a free mode game in like America and Asia too. I think, I mean, whenever we're pretty much done with the campaign, we can probably just use that slot up to try another one of the campaigns. And whenever another one of the free mode versions, and then when that's done, we can probably do another one. Maybe sometime with mods as well, who knows? I've kind of got a ton of ideas for this game. I think the real catch is going to be here how long I kind of stay interested and you guys stay interested as well. It's obviously always a big factor. But you know, for the time being, this is a really nice, interesting change. Like, we hadn't had this stuff before, so I'm really looking forward to that. We will certainly need a new line, though. Logs do topola. No, topolo. Topolo mambo. There we go. Perfect. So, that's that. Now we need to assign the actual train. I like the music here, don't you guys as well? Really like it. I'm gonna look for actual scenic views, but it's just a lot of desert over here. You know? Just a bit of cactus here and there. Not really much going on. I mean, there's this river, which is looking pretty spectacular if I say so myself. But all in all, it's just desert as is. Oh wait, is there a cactus plantation over here? Cactus farm. Interesting. With pig sounds, obviously. Alright, well, let's stop being distracted and let's have, let's get to hit play, shall we? I'm just gonna kinda remove all this stuff for you guys. Have a quick check. What's a nice view? Maybe like that. And let's have our first American train roll off. I mean, I would say the assembly lines, but it's not really an assembly line. Roll out of the train depot here. That's definitely a new one. Look at that. Welcome back to America. I mean, I do know that we were in America at the start of the gold rush already as well. But I don't think we had that nice locomotives just yet. So that's certainly pretty awesome. Here goes our little train, and I think like the actual train carts are different too for like capacity and stuff. I'm like not 100% sure by how much, but I think they're certainly bigger. So that's something to take into account. Why is there no logs? Did I configure this line properly? I did, didn't I? Yes, I did. So, why you no give me logs? Great. Good stuff. Let me just speed things up a bit. And see... Oh, is it that again, that it's not in range of... I see, I see. Okay. Let's work on fixing that real quick. So what we will need here is a truck station, which we will have to sort of turn to make it fit in there properly. Just so like that maybe. And then, well, gonna need an unload stop which is in range for all this industry. Alright, it's gonna be better. Now we will have to build a depot for some actual trucks or horse carriages or whatever we have right now. And then we will need a line. Wait, let me pause this for a second. We will need a line from here to there. Logs, train station to industry. Okay. And then we will just buy a bunch of whatever we have. Horse carriages. American covered horse-drawn carriage. Capacity 5. I think that's one more than in the old world as well. Everything's just always a bit bigger in America, isn't it? Okay. Well. There we go. Just like, I don't really care about the amount. It's like obviously too many. But we've... Like in campaign, we've just always got so much money that we don't really need to care about anyways, right? So let's check these out. These look quite nice, actually. I like the looks. Cool. Really, kind of reminds me of what I have in mind when I think of like American settlers and stuff. Like just settler trails in America. Kind of what those wagons remind me of. But yeah, like this should mean that we hopefully have stuff amassing here now. No, we don't. Great. What do you mean? Okay, that's an issue. Because we have logs that go to here, right? This stuff is in range and should drop off logs over there. Now, why won't you deliver me any logs? Maybe if I speed it up now. I really don't quite understand the issue here. Oh god. Oh no, here. There's our first 2 logs, seriously. A whole 2. Well, it's slowly ramping up. Alright, cool. I think I'll place a quick cut for you guys here and just be back with you once we've fulfilled this target, because I don't think... I mean, let me see, maybe there is something we can do in the meantime, but I don't really think so. Unless I find another sun just randomly in the middle of nowhere. But it doesn't look like it, so I think I'll just place a little cut right here, guys, and I'll be right back with you when we're somewhat closer to... Oh, maybe not. We're actually... Okay. That's great. We're already amassing enough to just be able to finish it in the next delivery. So maybe I'm just not going to place a cut for you guys. And we will just instead ride along with this beautiful train, shall we? So yeah, this is still not getting filled up at all. But, you know, we're getting there. Like, hopefully we will actually use the capacities of the train. I'm pretty sure we will. We're most definitely not filling out the 400 rate that the wood plantation can provide. Okay, cool.
Thanks to the high quality materials, the buildings that have gone up look downright stately. The first settlers have moved in. Everyone is working busily to make the perfect society a reality.
Cool.
But a fulfilled life includes more than just work. Physical well-being, fun, and amusement are just as important. Make sure that the municipal facilities of Topolobampo are furnished with the necessary consumables. May health and a zest for life
okay. Find out what cargo is needed. Alright. I'm here. Hello. Alcohol.
Strong and healthy. But in spite of that, if an emergency were to arise, it must be ensured that the surgical instruments at the hospital
Where do I get that? Ah, here.
Germ-free. Medical grade alcohol can be manufactured for this purpose from the large numbers of cactuses on hand.
Wait, you can manufacture alcohol from cactuses? Is that actually a reality? I actually didn't know that. Please, if you do, let me know down below in the comments. Like, okay, silver spoons. Okay, I see. So like, production chain 1 is this to there, this to there. Production chain 2 is sort of like this. Okay.
With stylish eating utensils, for example.
All right. Cool. Cool. So cargo terminus over here. And yeah. I'm gonna sort of like, yeah, like this maybe. That's gonna be a hard one to connect, I guess. Yeah. This one may be equally hard. Maybe not. This should actually not be a terminus, though. So let's make it more like that. Yeah, sort of like this. Then we will have to have a terminus over here. Just like this. And we will have to have a terminus over there. What's this? What is that? Is that like some sewage or whatever? Guano. What? Type guano. Whatever that is. I really don't know what guano is, but you know, While I speak Spanish, probably not well enough for this, so, you know, any, like, native Spanish speakers in the comments, please feel free to let me know. I'm just gonna build this really expensively, because, I don't really have to care, do I? But, before I do that, let me add another pair of tracks to the right here. And then, just add on some cargo platforms, just to make sure that we have everything we need. No! This always keeps happening to me, right, guys? Is that, like, a me thing? Because I tend to do these things in Anno as well, where, like, I mess up placings for, like, that 1 little millimeter. It's always pretty annoying when that happens. And it happens to me quite often. Quite often, I have to admit, sadly. Okay, so that's one train track. Then, well, the other one we can maybe kind of build once we are done here. So we will expand this stuff to the right. Like 1 train track and a 2 train track. And there we go, cargo platform. Oh my god, I did it again, guys. I did it again. I keep doing it. I just can't help myself. I just have to do that. Okay. Wow. So silver spoons can come in there, and that can come in there, and alright. So the plan is gonna be that this, yeah, it's gonna have to slow the train. Well, I mean, it's not really gonna slow the train down a bit because they can't really quite go 120 kilometers an hour just yet anyway. So I guess that's sort of fine, but you know, still kind of annoying. Actually, I kinda did an oopsie there. So instead what we will do is we will expand this to 2 platforms just to make sure that the trains don't interfere with each other, you know. And then we're just gonna rip this thing to pieces again and just add another train track right here, which is hopefully also gonna keep it a bit faster for track speed, even though, as I said, it does not really matter that much. Now this on the other hand side is kind of gonna be an issue. Well, maybe not. It's just gonna, this is probably gonna slow the train down at the very end. Yep, slightly. But that's alright. It's just gonna be the way that it is. It's still doing pretty fine. So, that's like everything connected that we need right there. I think we need 2 train depots kinda, so it's just, that's just what we're gonna do, I guess. Just, oh no, that's not, nope. More like that. That, yes, no, yes, thank you. So, train depot. That way around? Okay. Like, looks a bit weirdly, like with a little weird kink in there, but... okay. That's fine. We are literally just purpose building this stuff anyways right now. And then... oh. Interesting. So one thing we will need over here, this is going to be rather easy, is we will need to connect these, right? So like we can actually use this train depot for both tracks, but for the one over here, I'm actually not too sure. I mean, what we could maybe try and do is place the depot over here, just like that. It's maybe a bit wrong for the angle, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Let me redo that. So, kind of sort of more like that. And then, you know, 1 connection. And then sort of like, oh, this is, no, it works, it works. Okay, cool, that works. That's fine, that's great. Awesome. So, now we will need to define lines, which that's going to be a bit more complicated, but should be doable. So, this is going to be the cactus line. Then we will have to have this line, which is going to be the alcohol line. Then we will have to have this line, which will be the silver line. And we will have to have that line, which will be the spoon line. Okay, awesome. So that's that. That's all the lines defined. I'm just gonna have to double check the terminals here just to make sure that stuff doesn't get mixed up with each other. Maybe we can just check. Yeah, okay, that looks great. Yeah, time to start buying trains, I guess. So, first things first. I think we'll get a mogul for this. And we will get boxcars for the cactuses. I'm thinking like we can probably do 100 capacity. I didn't quite look at the frequency, but I'm pretty sure the cactus frequency is probably going to be rather high. Let me double check on that, but I'm thinking... Oh, it's not. Well, we will see how that plays out. Maybe, actually, we can check. Ooh, that rate is a bit high. Well, okay. We can maybe fix that in a minute or two. Now, this rate is probably then not going to be much of any different to that, so... let us maybe try and get, like, a cheaper... locomotive and boxcars again, put maybe only like that much capacity and try out how much of a frequency we get with that. It's probably gonna be a bit easier for us for the frequency. Yeah, 179, still a lot, but you know, it works, at least it works. So I think I will need to fix this with like a path signal, don't I? Yeah, okay. This way that locomotive can go on its way out. I'm just gonna have it keep driving, because like we don't really have any cactuses here for production yet either, so that should be fine for the time being. Now, this stuff. Let me check out the frequencies in advance this time. So this is 400, which is a lot. This is 100 at the moment, but the more we deliver, the more that's going to upgrade itself. So we can just go big here, I think. And it's just kind of going to be more efficient as this industry starts upgrading itself. I mean, for like this part here, we need gondolas. For like this train right here, it's literally just going to be like the case anyways, that it's going to be pretty much 100% effective from the start, just because we have got a 400 frequency anyways. So, I mean, yeah, no? Oh, okay, that's maybe a bit much of a rate though. It can probably shorten that train just by a tiny bit. Okay, then for the other one, silver spoons, we will need box carts again. I'm just going to keep it at like 70 capacity for the time being. That should be totally fine. It's probably going to be too much again, but you know, it's oh, it's going to be something. So let me put a road signal just up ahead so that train can just advance a bit further up until the point that this one's in the right spot, and then we will, while we're waiting for things to be delivered, we will just sort of start optimizing things. And actually, oh, wait. I just spotted another issue. Oh, this is in range of that stuff as well? Okay. Oh, in that case, we're probably fine, aren't we? So these horse carriages can just deliver everything then, yeah? Or are they still just going to take... No, they're taking everything. Awesome. Good stuff. I'm just going to add on a few more then. So we don't actually need more delivery lines. We just need to kind of expand on this a bit, I guess. So there we go. That should hopefully easily satisfy the transportation needs inside the city. Great. I mean, that worked easier than I thought it would. Now it's literally just... Oh my god, this train is... it's just slightly long, right? Just like... Just a bit longer than usual, just slightly, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so this one's got too high of a frequency. So we will edit this and just sell a few of these cards, shall we? Maybe just trying to do it like that for the start. Let's see. We are now at a frequency of 372. No, that was too many. Okay, buy a few more. Well, I'm kind of theoretically losing a bit of money doing this, but then again, in the very end, I'm still 1.6 mil up from selling some cards, so it's kind of whatever, and we don't really care about the money too much right now anyway, so I'm really not too worried about it. Okay, so here we've got like a perfect frequency going, here we've got a perfect frequency going. This one's actually at 400 as well, which for the time being is too much, definitely, but you know, as this factory upgrades, totally fine. Losing money on all ends, great stuff. Here, we can shorten you by quite a considerable bit. That brings the frequency down to 148, which is still a bit too much, you know, but sort of alright. Then we will just like sell another 2 wagons on this one to kind of get the frequency down. And that should be a bit more of hitting the actual target. So we've got, oh wow. Could actually be that these horse carriages are not catching up with all the goods in there. Which would be... woo. Okay. How many goods can a terminal actually store? Is it only 2? Or does like alcohol get delivered as well? Here comes my alcohol. I mean, maybe we can observe it if the horse carriages don't pick stuff up the depot too quickly. Like, please don't pick up the last remaining spoons, please no. I mean, we've got that finished. Huh. Awesome. Okay, so come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. So that works. Great.
Decide which commodity you want to export overseas for the benefit of society.
Okay, interesting. But I think, guys, that is a decision that we will take in the next episode. For this episode, this has been it though. I think we've actually accomplished a whole lot. I have been going kind of quickly this episode, I've got to say. But I've still enjoyed myself. I really hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves as well watching this episode. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. If you're new to the channel, as always, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below and the bell icon right next to it to make sure that you stay up to date on any future upcoming episodes. And as always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Ciao!